Why has it become so trendy to talk about the nervous system all of a sudden? But before I go any further, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, like this video and share it with your friends. I just want to start by saying that learning about the autonomic nervous system was huge for me, and for the first time in my life, I could really understand myself from a biological perspective on why I've spent so much of my life feeling stressed and anxious, overthinking, procrastinating, and generally just feeling like I was a frazzled mess. Thanks to the work of Stephen Porges on polyvagal theory, I have learned so much about the reason why my body responds to stress in the way it does, and I hope I can share some of that with you here. Once upon a time, we used to think of the autonomic nervous system as being our fight, flight, and rest and digest system. And we just looked at it from these two perspectives as if fight, flight was bad and rest and digest was good. So the way that we see the autonomic nervous system now is different. And I want you to understand that the autonomic nervous system is the part of your nervous system that is responsible for all the automatic processes in your body. So this is heart rate, digestion, blood pressure, etc., etc. So all the functions in your body that happen without you even having to think about it. But the autonomic nervous system is also your threat and safety detection system. And this was the part that really excited me. So once upon a time, we thought about the autonomic nervous system as the stress response and the rest and digest response. But now we can see it as not only looking for threat and danger in the environment, but also helping to bring us towards safety and connection, because human beings thrive when they're in an environment where they can safely connect with others. So let's talk briefly about the three main states of the autonomic nervous system. So we have the sympathetic fight, flight part of the nervous system. And as it states, it helps us to fight or flee. But it's also important to understand the positive sides of this sympathetic nervous system is it helps us to take action. So although we might not like the feeling of stress, that's the sympathetic nervous system helping us to respond to the need to take action. So it's not all bad when it comes to the sympathetic nervous system. But this allows our body to mobilize the energy and hormones required for us to either run away or to fight. And it's been really important across the millennia to get us to take action and to make important decisions in life. But then on the other side, we have the parasympathetic nervous system, which is divided into two parts. So we have the ventral vagal safety and connection part of the parasympathetic nervous system, and we have the dorsal vagal shutdown and freeze state of the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, just like the fight, flight, sympathetic part of the nervous system is a survival state, so is the dorsal vagal part of the parasympathetic nervous system. So it's this dorsal vagal survival part of the autonomic nervous system that you probably haven't really heard spoken about much before. And it's something that I only learned about in recent times. But it was really important to me knowing that I was not lazy, and my procrastination and feeling flat and having a lack of energy was also actually a survival state of my nervous system, and it was completely normal. And it was so good to learn this, because once I understood myself in the context of my nervous system, I could then learn how to change these nervous system states. You see, being in a state of dorsal vagal shutdown may come across as being lazy, unmotivated, and not really connected to life. And that really about sums it up, because that is how you feel when you go into that state of dorsal vagal shutdown. So ultimately, we're wanting to be in a ventral vagal state, moving gently in and out of the sympathetic nervous system, and that dorsal vagal state plays an important role also in bringing us into a state of calm connection. Now, I'm going to talk about the blended states in another video, and I want you to understand that these videos are not designed to replace any guidance from your medical practitioner. This is just the way that I've learned about the nervous system or the autonomic nervous system, and I'm sharing it in these videos because I wish that I'd understood this information sooner, and I could then use that information to help me recognize what state my nervous system is in and then respond in a way to help bring me back into that state of ventral vagal safety and connection. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Give me a like below and follow my channel.